Hey, this is Eileen Fernandez Parker from Cultivating the Learning. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to apply a filter so that you can more easily manipulate data for sorting reasons. So the first thing we're going to do is make the data really easy to look at. So I'm going to hit the Select All button, and I'm going to double click on any line in between the title of the columns so that now my narrow columns are narrow and my wider columns are wider. Now, for these here, these ones I want to be all the same. So I'm going to highlight all of them and I'm going to drag one over, it doesn't matter which one, and now these are standardized in size. So the reason they were so wide is because the headings are much longer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on row 1 and I'm going to go up to wrap text, which is right here. And I'm going to choose the middle wrap button, which shows that the text stays within its cell. And now I have the longer ones wrapping around. Nice and easy. Now, I might also want to format this with some borders. So I'm going to highlight my text and I'm going to go up to my borders button. And I'm going to choose the one that looks like a window so that I get outside and inside borders. And then the last thing I want to do is I want to give my heading rows a little bit of color. So I'm going to click on the fill color and I'm going to choose just a light color to go at the top. So now this to me is a lot easier to look at. So now what I want to show you is if I go up and I put my cursor on the title of any column, notice the arrow that keeps popping up here on the right hand side. That arrow gives you all kinds of features for things that will be done to the entire spreadsheet. So if I choose sort A to Z, everything sorts, but my heading also sorts. So that's not very helpful. So I'm going to undo that. So to get these to sort without sorting row 1 also, what I need to do is apply a filter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to this Create a Filter button. Notice it's next to the Sigma. It's the second from the end. So sometimes you don't see it because your window might be resized and not be big enough. You might see 3 dots right here. You want to click on the 3 dots and then you'll see that that is wrapped around underneath. So I'm going to click on the Create a Filter button. And it did it down here because that's where my cursor was. So I'm going to undo that. I'm going to select column 1 by clicking on, row 1 by clicking on the 1, and then I'm going to hit the filter button. And notice each of the cells now has one of these little drop down arrows. So now if I want to sort by writ range, I can click here and choose sort A to Z, and it will do everything in the table. It's basically a table, okay? And when it's time for algebra, because if you look over here, this person right here has a 200, which is the top of the scale for algebra, but is in the middle of the table. So when I'm teaching algebra, I want to sort for the algebra topics so that I know that I'm going to pull probably my 1999 through my 202 so that I have those kids together when I teach algebra. And then on geometry, when I sort that, these are going to be my top kids. So this is a real easy way for you to sort your data so that you can be helping kids where they are. Instead of teaching the 182 through the 215, that's not going to be very helpful. So this enables you to pull kids based on small groups that are flexible because not everybody is at the top of the chart for every single topic. If you found this helpful, please click on the thumbs up below the video.